Hello, beautiful souls. I know the lighting's probably shit, but I'm chilling. I wanted to make a quick video because nowadays I barely get any time to myself or in private, and I like recording my content in private. Just wanted to send some blessings and show some love on my channel. It's a beautiful day. Well, down here in Florida. And it's funny because today, 6 years ago today, I started on a very, very, very intense yet beautiful journey. And this week, 6 years ago, I began working with Kambo, which is a very beautiful medicine from the Amazon, only to be administered, facilitated, and practiced by shamans, real shamans. This medicine is no joke. And then I also, on the 21st, celebrate 6 years since I first sat down and met the mother. The mother being Mama Aya. And this week began my journey to recovery, to healing. 6 years ago today, I broke the chain of addiction. I was on opiates hardcore after battling epilepsy for a very long time. And I fought and I fought and I fought and I fought. And somehow I lived through it. I knew it was time to get the fuck out. I knew it was time to get out. And me and my beloved at the time were faced with a very intense decision on how we wanted to continue living our lives. And at that point it was like, either you come with me or you don't. Some might shame me for this decision, for giving this ultimatum, but in hindsight it ended up saving his life and mine. For whoever is trolling my channel, you're welcome, because he wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for me. So anyways, back to me. I searched and I searched and I searched. I had been searching since before I even moved back to Florida. And I searched for shamans, and I studied these specific medications and plant teachers. And I knew something inside of me knew that this was going to work. Well, it had to work. It had to work because nothing else had worked. I took so many losses. A lot of my friends died. Many overdoses, and the seizures were getting worse. And I wanted out. Like, I wasn't made to live in that world. I wasn't. I was a shitty addict. Truly. But the pain from the injuries I had suffered from the epilepsy were just out of this fucking planet. So I had to figure out what the fuck I was gonna do, and I figured it out. And the reason I wanted to stop and make this video is because this is one of the hardest fucking Christmases and the hardest fucking years that I've ever had in my entire life, considering all the shit that I just told you about. And that's nothing. I had to sacrifice a lot this year. One day, the souls that know everything that went down, they'll get it. But at the same time, I have this feeling of victory, because the truth is that I never thought I was going to be here I didn't think I was gonna live through that shit. I mean, my seizures were on some Emily Rose shit. You know what I mean? Creepy. Straight up grand mal epileptic seizures. Diagnosed with neurologists. So it was no joke. And then on top of that, just little did I know, I was on the brink of the biggest fucking spiritual awakening of this lifetime and this timeline. And that was 6 years ago. So 6 years ago today, I started working with Cambo to completely do a detoxification of my entire body, my avatar, and purge out all the shit, the toxins in my body, the emotional bullshit, and just get my avatar ready to have a clean, nice ceremony. Well, a clean ceremony with the mother, because it might have been the hardest ceremony of my life, truly. It was a very long process. And then so I was fasting, I was working with Cambo, I did like 2 sessions, and then I had one last seizure. It was a bad one because my beloved at the time, and the shaman that I was working with, which is no longer my shaman. When I speak about my shaman, I speak about a very special fucking soul, a loyal soul, and it's not this one. But I gotta give him the recognition of the fact that he did bring the Cambo into my life. The universe, they came home one day because he was in the area, so he was treating me at the house, especially with how fragile my condition and my body was. And when I opened the door, like, I was full of blood. And I was wandering around. If anyone knows about seizures, there's something called an aura that comes before, and then afterwards there's something called a stage called being postictal, which it's like, okay, the most spiritual way I can put this is like your avatar is wandering around without its soul, like just wandering around, or kind of like, it's like a shell shock from the seizure. I don't know if it's like neurological misfiring or whatever. But you get up and you walk around and you talk to people, and sometimes you don't know what the fuck's going on, and then you come back to it like a whole hour later. So I had my last seizure. I was fucking scared, but I knew that it was time to jump. I knew it was time to jump off this fucking wagon. So I proceeded, I healed, I proceeded, and then winter solstice came, and I picked this specific date for a reason, because I understand I'm a magic woman. I'm like a Sabbath, a high holiday, a solstice. Okay, this is my chance. This is my portal. And then we found a way to, because we weren't mobile at the time, we found a way to make it down to Miami, because we had the shaman that was going to be leading that ceremony with us. So we made it down, and we sat, and I sat, and that's going to be a video for another fucking day, because what happened in that ceremony was extremely intense, very sacred. There's some things that are very, very private. There are downloads for specific angelic orders, goddess orders, starseed orders, indigenous, tribal, ancestral things that took place that day. So I would literally have to sit down and maybe write, because I've written about this ceremony a million times, but make like a little format on how I can present what happened that day to you guys, because it was very sacred, and everything happens inside of a closed circle. Regardless, it was the catalyst. Okay? Can you believe that after that ceremony, hold on, before I get to that part, I'm going to say one thing. That 2 days after that ceremony, I met what soon came to be my best friend and my soul sister, whom I have known for I don't know how many lifetimes. I want to say all the way back to Lemuria. That's as far as we've tracked so far. It could go all the way Starseed, but as far as this dimension and this realm, all the way back to Lemuria. Then I began a microdosing regimen with psilocybin, the shamanic way. Every other day, 0.2, just a microdose, the shamanic way. Within the next month, I was completely fucking rehabilitated. My body still needed, obviously, to recover, and I had a lot of damage that I had to undo that I had done to my body. But I did not have not one fucking craving for any opiates at all. It was gone. The addiction was fucking gone. And I'm rolling up on that anniversary now, which I just wanted to stop and talk about, because despite how fucking hard this year has been, despite how gnarly the last decade and beyond has been, I fucking made it. I set an intention years ago, and I'm finally watching it all come to fruition. And these are moments where your higher self is like, bitch, you did it. You fucking did it. And then your lower self, your ego, is like, man, but I'm in so much pain, and I lost this, and I had to give up this, and they're like, and she's like, but look at where you're standing. Look at where you're standing. You weren't even supposed to be here. I fucking rebuked the shit out of Legion. You understand that Yeshua encountered this Legion, and he cast it into the swine, and the swine went so fucking mad that they literally jumped off of a fucking cliff? I fought this, and I fucking won. Do you know how many of my friends overdosed and are still stuck in chains with opiates and that fucking shitty ass agenda? Because it's an agenda. Okay? And I'm fucking here, rehabilitated, clean. I'm a fucking stoner, but I've always been a stoner, and I dare anyone to tell me anything about my plant teacher, because RSO is one of the reasons that I don't have fucking convulsion. What's up? Do your research. Rick Simpson's oil. Okay? Do your fucking research. Because a lot of people like to look down on stoner, and it's just like, no. This is a plant teacher. Get it straight. I am a medicine woman. Gaia gave me tools. I will use those tools as I see fit, with my own discernment, with my own intuition. So with that being said, I just want to share this beautiful moment with you guys, this bittersweet moment with you guys, because when I say I lost a lot this year, I mean, I lost a lot. But I'm literally watching one of the biggest intentions I've ever set in my entire life come to fruition. And this is victory. And victory is bittersweet sometimes. And that will lead me into a segue of duality sooner than later, because I've been doing a lot of initiations around duality. I made a video, but I wasn't able to upload it. There were too many things, too many distractions around me. But I am so grateful, and I can't help but vibrate on the frequency of gratitude, regardless of everything. I'm a tad bit shell-shocked, but regardless, I'm grateful nonetheless. And I am victorious, and I'm fucking alive. And I am watching my magic unfold before my very eyes. And this is a beautiful moment for a priestess, a light worker, shamanist. This is a beautiful moment. And I'd like to maybe bring some hope to you guys as well. If anyone's battling some crazy ass shit, addiction, disease, depression, dark nights of the soul, there is, if you fucking push through, and if you set your intentions correctly, and if you hold that fucking frequency and you stay consistent and you fucking persevere, you can do it. You just have to keep going. You just have to fucking keep going. Sometimes it's just one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. Maybe you don't even know what the fuck is next. Flow with it. Flow with it. But you can do it. If I did it, you can do it. And I'd like to thank everyone, every single fucking soul, duality considered. Hold on, because there's an airplane. There's some traveling coming. I'd like to thank every single fucking soul that propelled me and had anything to do with my journey, duality considered. Thank you. Thank you because I'm alive. Thank you thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the good, for the bad. I'd like to thank every single fucking thing that helped me get here. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and the universe is funny. Yeah. Started disassociating, getting lost in thought. Anyways, you guys stay blessed. I'll catch you soon. I'm gonna go and finish editing this video, which I might not even post it because I tried editing it 4 times and it wouldn't let me upload it. I'm kind of pissed because my makeup and everything looks great that day, but I'm tired of going against the flow. If the universe says no, it's no. Dust yourself off and try again. Keep going. I love you. And revel in your victory. Fucking taste it. I did it. Stay blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.